All right, so my friend that wanted me to play through the Trails games, he also wants me to rank them as I play through them. And I'm technically late. He asked me to do this before I even finished Trails from Zero, but I ended up getting so annoyed that I just kind of powered through that game just to be done with it. The only thing I'm gonna bring up before I start placing stuff, I'm only up to here, but um the only thing I'm going to tell you guys, because he already knows this, the things that I find the most important, or rather, I'll just put them in order. So I value characters and gameplay the most, and then a tier under that would be overall story and like music, and then well below that, literally everything else. So like atmosphere and like I don't even know, like aesthetic. And for the most part, aesthetic will only come into play if I'm having trouble. Like, oh, like I like these two games almost equally. Which one do I like the looking at more? That would probably be the only way. But for the most part, it's just gonna be what like if you get negative points for aesthetic, it would mostly be like the UI was inconvenient to read, or the zones or whatever. Like it was just hard to interpret where to walk because of how it was, presented. But those things are very rare. It's very rare that those are problems. When we started, right, we played these three games and they all land up here. And it gave me a lot of hope going forward, because these games did everything that I could ever ask for. And the stuff that I don't like that is technically rewarded in these games is not necessary at all. Now, mind you, I'm playing with the exception of this game because I played the first Trails in the Sky on hard because I had no idea what to expect. Um, I had played it in the past, but my memory of it was completely gone. Basically, it had been so long, so it was almost like I was playing it for the first time. But so I just played this on hard, and I was like, okay, this is it's I could see if I had raised it to nightmare, I would have had more fun. But because I understand that, um, it's still going to hold the rating it would have gotten if I played it on nightmare. These two, I played, or rather, this one I'm in the process of playing, but I played these three games on Nightmare, and it made it better for me because when it comes to the gameplay aspect that I said I rate the highest, um, what I'm looking for is engaging gameplay. And all I really mean is like I don't want to play a game where I am never in danger, and I don't need to utilize any of the game's actual systems to win. I find that to be kind of boring. If I could just turn my brain off and just win the game, that's really boring to me. So playing these games on Nightmare with no context has made them infinitely more enjoyable for me. And I'm glad that with the at least with the PC versions, you can just start the game on Nightmare. I know a lot of games like to just like, oh, like you gotta beat the game one time and now you have the hardest difficulty. And I've always hated that. But the Trails in the Sky games, they have characters that I love. I absolutely love these characters. I love the music, especially in these three games. Oh my goodness. The music was so good in these games that I found myself uh just kind of idling in certain areas because the song that was playing was so good. Um it happened multiple times. Now, unfortunately, these games gave me the wrong impression of what was to come, I think, at least so far. I was expecting like when I finished this game, I ended up doing something in the middle because a friend of mine wanted me to play Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, and then I was gonna go right back after I played through those games, and I was gonna play Trails from Zero, and I was looking forward to it. Unfortunately, this game failed for me in every all of the important aspects. I don't like these characters whatsoever. To the point of like sometimes when the dialogue, when I read the dialogue from them, I like it gets a physical reaction out of me. I do not like them. I've tried my best, but I just don't. The other issue is that when it comes to the gameplay, this game was so like brain off on Nightmare, mind you, that I'm pretty sure, unless there's like a specific instance that I don't remember, there was no point where I needed to change my port setup at all. The only thing that I did was like I would update it when I had access to better stuff, and if I wanted something specific, I would do that. But a need, no, that did not occur. And that kind of made the gameplay aspect boring to me. Also I did not like the music from this game nearly as much as I liked it from these three games. But obviously that's not a crazy major thing, but it is something that I'm gonna notice. If the especially if the top two like I said, if the top two categories are, or maybe I didn't say it. I don't know. I think I thought it, didn't say it. But the if the top category or a category above, right? So gameplay and characters. If those are not doing what I want, then it's going to make everything below it suffer. Because the reason I value the character, like the character writing more, is because they're going to be the people directly interacting with the story. If the overall story is fine, but the characters that I'm staring at the whole game are just saying nonsense or behaving in ways that just doesn't make sense to me, it's gonna make the overall story feel weaker to me. And I'm gonna care less about the music because I just want the writing to stop being in front of me. Um, but yes, unfortunately, I just don't like the main cast from this game at all. And also I'm playing this game right now, and as of right this moment, this game is also going to land in the never again. I don't want to interact with these people ever again unless something changes. Um, during because I'm still playing through. I just finished chapter 2 today, and I just kind of noped out. I was just tired of it. But I don't know. They're just not doing it for me. Like they just keep saying really stupid things in response to what's happening. There were two instances in this game specifically where they're like trying to catch somebody, like, or they're trying to like get a hold of somebody so they can uh to get some info out of them, or like they're trying to get them because that was just what the request they were doing was asking of them. And two instances, the person in question would be like, "Hey, look over there, what's that?" And they would fall for it. They fell for this twice. That's not real. No, that's not a thing. Also, the when it comes to the gameplay again, not just the ease that I felt playing through this. The whole like walk up behind the monster and then swing at it just feels redundant because obviously you get a benefit for walking up to the monster from behind, right? But if you swing, you stun it, and then you get even better benefits, which is fine, but it just feels a little redundant. The other problem is that, let's say the monster sees you first and it starts walking at you. You could just swing at it and it'll stop moving. And then you walk behind it anyway and swing again and it gets stunned all the same. So it just the what was the point in the first place? So it's like it's just causing it's a minor amount of time that's being added, but it doesn't really feel necessary. It's not really adding anything. It just feels pointless. But I'm hoping that by the time I finish Trails to Azure, that the characters develop in a way, whether or not completely insufferable for me. My hopes are in the floor though, and I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, Trails in the Sky kind of set me up for failure because these three games landed in my top 10 of all time. just for me to immediately be followed up with these two, which I absolutely hate. So I want to look forward to Trails of Cold Steel, but I'm not so sure anymore. But I don't really have a specific way I plan to end the video. Oh, there's actually one more thing. I normally hate mini games. These games and the characters and all that stuff is boring me so much that I've played such an extreme amount of poker. And sometimes, yeah, it's because there's something you can exchange for that I actually want. There have been a lot of hands of poker that I played for absolutely zero reason. It's just not a thing. There was nothing that I wanted in the exchange. I just wanted to not interact with the nonsense anymore. But yeah, I don't have a specific way I plan to end the video, so I'm just gonna stop now.